Alright guys, got another Australian film for you today. I usually like these Australian ones. This one, not so much. This one's called Crawlspace, and it's available now on VOD. It came out last year. The story is basically these soldiers go to um, save this scientific team from this super secret research lab in Australia that's like hidden underground, hence the terms crawlspace. And basically, these soldiers go in, they wind up running across this female that's one of the subjects of what's going on at the lab. And, crazy stuff happens from there. I don't want to spoil too much for you if you do watch it. Not the greatest film, but were a lot of elements I really liked, but they just couldn't get them to mesh together. So you have your soldiers, and that part when they infiltrate the base is kind of a little bit, just pulled right from the Aliens movie, the James Cameron one. And you got your soldiers, your motion detectors, all that stuff. And then they find this female, and the story kind of takes a little bit of a turn. You get into, psychics, remote viewing. And when they mentioned remote viewing, I was really excited because I don't know, remote viewing is like one of those weird things you hear about, and it just seems kind of like it could be true. If you want to watch a cool movie about remote viewing, watch Suspect Zero. But that's beyond the point. We're talking about this movie. The thing that really brings this movie down is the dialogue. I mean, there's one part where one of the characters tells the other one, "If you ever walk through hell, keep walking." And I was just like rewinding it to make sure he said that. It was such a bad line. I mean, the dialogue just really brings this movie down. Besides that, the movie takes place literally like 90% of it in tubes and little crawl spaces, hence the name. But it got kind of annoying after a while. I was like, just get out of the vent shaft and go in a freaking lab or something. So the acting is subpar. There's a couple of little creatures in it. That part was kind of cool. And then they have like this reveal that, you could probably see it coming a mile away. At least you should have. I was kind of tired. But if you watch it, I mean, put the pieces together, you're going to see it coming a mile away. So overall, if you like your Aliens ripoff, and then, they throw in elements from Species, Scanners, all the classics. This movie really isn't its own movie. It's just like an amalgamation of other movies. So, Crawlspace, if you're really into, I wanted a sci-fi horror type flick for the night, and it had the sci-fi sort of horror part, but wasn't a good payoff. So I'm going to give it 2 out of 5 stars, and mostly not because of the concept, because I thought they could have done good with the concept and all that, but the dialogue is just really bad. It's a low budget film, but what brings this film down is the dialogue. I mean, soap opera acting. So, all right, guys, be back soon with another flick, hopefully. All right, take care.